Chapter 4. I paid the bill, and we walked to the car. I brought Meg up to date on my life as we drove back to the house. You know I stayed away from all of you so that your lives would not get entangled in the fallout from my book. There are people so filled with rage that they will strike out at anyone if they think it will hurt me. Things have cooled a bit, but there are those on a mission to silence me at all costs before I destroy their power base. I've moved around a lot to make sure that those I felt close to were safe. Here, I can sort of let my guard down. I turned and saw the fear in her eyes. To ease that fear, I said, "To tell you I am afraid to die would be a lie. You've read my book. You know my outlook on death, and based on what you just told me about Roger tonight, your uncle, you and your brother feel the same about life in general as I do." I paused to find the right words to explain my experience with the glass without tipping my real thoughts of what I thought I had experienced, in accordance with her uncle's wishes. While trying to make eye contact with Jeff to show that she wanted his full attention, Meg said, "Jeff, you're right to a point. I do feel the same way about life as you, but I still have this blank when it comes to death." Taking the opportunity to change the subject, "So do I. Death is a door that opens in everyone's life, and the only unknown is when that door is going to open. I hope to die with my eyes wide open." It's pretty hard to fathom how to go through that door with your eyes wide open. However, if you live your life worrying about when that door is going to open, it stops you from enjoying life in the here and now. I believe that if you continually focus on your surroundings, you will learn to become the cause of an action and not the effect. Becoming aware helps you to prepare for when that door opens, because you have prepared yourself for going through the door consciously by altering the state of your awareness daily. Death is just an alternate state of consciousness we experience in our endless quest to higher awareness as an immortal entity. Meg nodded in agreement. "But how do you know what to do to be the cause and not the effect?" I spun the wheel and used the gears to take the turn to buy time to form my answer. "You make things happen without focusing on the effect." Meg snapped. "There's that Zen thing again. Damned if you do and damned if you don't." "No," I groaned. "That's just a generalized mantra people tag on Eastern philosophy. This is a major misconception. To cause something to happen does not really matter what the outcome may be, because it's nothing but illusion." "No, Meg. Get out of the textbook definition. One must know the ramifications of what one sets in motion or know the effect of the outcome. One chooses a cause by taking responsibility for one's action." She asked, "How did you come up with that?" "It gives order to the universe. Think about what motivates you to make a decision. You call upon all of your experiences to come to a decision. Now, if you ask yourself, what is my responsibility to the choices I make? This is taking the decision one step further. You set things in motion that you can control without caring about what happens because you know you are responsible for all your actions. Take the yogi in your story. Did he take responsibility for Roger and Helen to develop a relationship?" Meg did not answer. "No, he saw a cause and left the effect to them." "Was he responsible only for the cause and not the effect of what their life together would bring back to him?" I saw doubt in her eyes. "Do you accept responsibility for your child's actions?" She nodded in the affirmative. "Yes, to a point, but only for a child, because age will then thin your line of responsibility until it fades to nothing except respect for you. If you have earned respect, it remains as wide as it was when they were small and depended on your judgment. However, there comes a point when you cannot take responsibility for your child's actions, and you can't accept the guilt of their actions." I could see I hit a nerve. Meg's son had made a mess of his life, and Meg has never forgiven herself. Meg was consumed in grief after her husband's death. She felt she had neglected her son, George, and that is why he became a drug addict. Meg felt the need to punish herself to justify the guilt she felt for not being able to control the effect. She believed she could have prevented her son's addiction from happening. She sat in silence the remainder of the ride. I pulled up to the garage door and commanded it to open. I told Meg to use the side door, using the same password as before to let her in, because I had to get some reference materials from storage, and then I would meet her in the living room. It's late, Jeff. I have a long drive back. Maybe we could talk at Tom's this weekend. Will you be there? Yes, that might be a better plan. Do you mind if I leave now? I'll walk you to the front, Meg. No, I know the way. Go find what you need, and thanks for dinner. She turned and walked to her car.